Well, welcome to the iTCH Professional Development Program. We're going to go through today and take a look at iTCH inside, but also a lot of the things around the classroom and extra kind of activities or things that you can use in the classroom, and how to work through using iTCH at your school or in your coding academy. So I'm Jason, and I'm the CEO of Ucodemy. You can contact us either on Twitter through @Ucodemy. You can email us through hello@itchcode.com. But if you're using iTCH, the best way is just to click on our support on our Academy website, and we'll go through how to do that in a little bit. So a little bit about me. So some of my background: I've worked on a number of projects over the last 20 years or so, and some of the more interesting ones, these are only a sample of just a few. I worked on the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine for Coke. That was with a company called B Square. We did all the software and hardware in this machine. So I worked on some of the screen user interface, and we even put a web browser in that at one point. So you'll see those all over Washington, actually one not very far down the road from me. And another kind of interesting project was working on the Forward Sync. These were both Microsoft Windows platforms that is actually running inside the computers here. And so we built all the software on top of Microsoft Windows that displayed this. Like the Forward Sync was using Flash actually for the display UI. This thing down in the bottom left is kind of interesting. It's a deep earth miner. It mines like basically what they call sheet mining. It has a little computer control panel way in the back corner of it, and we did a lot of the software for that. That actually did a lot of the monitoring and control of the machine, the boom, and as it's mining, it basically has the controller is tethered to it from quite a distance, and so we did a lot of the display for the oil pressure sensors and the boom elevation and things like that in that one. I got to work on some fun projects too. Worked at Apple for a little while on this Apple Newton. That was before the iPhone came out, and I worked on the first web browser. And so this software, I wrote quite a lot of that code actually, and that went out to almost 500 million handsets. So you can see that, different things that I worked on have actually gone out and been pretty kind of like prevalent out in the marketplace, and even the Android Kindle device for Amazon. So that's just a few of my projects, like I said. And one of the things that I find really fun about computers and computer software is it's really gets you into almost any field. If you want to work at NASA, or you want to work for somewhere that does Cosmo magazines for women's fashion, each of those can have computer software nowadays. So it's not just in the computers on your desk, it's pretty much inside everything, including watches and all sorts of things. So if you want to be able to work on some of the latest fun gadgets and change the world, computer software is definitely a great place to start with that.